Good morning, arvo, evening, g'day, how's it going? Welcome on back to SMP. As you might be able to see over my shoulder, this last week I've been a little bit busy. We have completed our first commercial building. So, good old SimCity. Just a little bit of a reminder, this is what we're basing our original buildings off. This style of building. Good old SimCity from the Super Nintendo. And here's a little bit of a close-up of the two of them in a little bit more of a close-up. As you can see, I went a little bit long. It should have been. I was just trying to get it to fit into the city, and because I already had this road, jump into free cam, had this road here, I just made it fit in, and I counted the car parks, and yeah, I should have. Oh well, it is what it is, and I'm still very happy with the way that it has turned out. You've got the street entrance around here, and then there's also what I would probably say this would be the main entrance, or what, because I think this would be more car parks, at least up against here. But yeah, very happy. Way too much time in the end collecting all this endstone. I thought it was more of a white building. Yeah, when I had a closer look at things, it turned out to be yellow. So, yeah, it's a little bit more yellow than white that I thought it was going to be. But there, inside I've somewhat segregated it and organized it into somewhat office building. I haven't actually done anything in any of the offices or anything. It's like I've built it ready for people to rent it type thing. It's probably what I'm going to do with most of the buildings. It's just, yeah. I might do a mini build video where I just go around and do lots of smaller builds. Meaning the details, say in bathrooms. Or a staff room. In here, I'm assuming there would be the smaller walls that you could bring in and make little cubicles. Then you've got your corner offices down on the end here. I did this for quite a few of the different levels. Yeah, always pictured in my head that they're, good old cubicles. Watch way too much television or movies. You can't help it. So, yeah, more cubicles and the corner offices down the end, bathroomy area, staff room. Done that for most of the areas. I thought about putting elevator in, but it would have been up against this wall here. Let's just jump into GDCam. I'm thinking it would have been along this wall here and going up, which, you know what I mean, it would have just been a bubble coming out of this side of the wall, but I don't know. Didn't really need it. I'm not going to be going up and down here that much. And yeah, if someone did rent, they could do what they wanted. Not to the extreme. This is where I started thinking the higher levels would have more personal, office areas. So I did segregate all this into office, not so cubicle. This one down the end is a huge office. I'm yeah, nah, it works. I like it. And I enjoyed the color scheme that I ended up going. Not a huge fan of the amount of stone that is visible, but I thought it is about, so it can stay. And then up here, more individual little offices with, yeah, not much going on inside. This one I actually split this back office because I thought, like, it is a gorgeous view. You certainly would not complain about that office. And this one is, yeah, kind of got this stadium truly in mind. But once again, you know what I mean? Gorgeous views. Certainly would not complain having an office up here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Someone forgot to finish the walls. Don't know who that was. What? Whoops. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I thought I had completely finished it. Because this next level, it's just the ceiling. So I've just left that as it is. But, yeah, very happy with the way that it worked out. And when you sit up nice and high, you really do get that, like, SimCity. Whoa. Because, yeah, it's like there where I took said similar photo. Pretty close. I just need to rotate a little bit. But, yeah, next, I'm thinking I might do one of the ones going up and down. So, yeah, when you look at them, there's some there that are residential and some that are commercial. The big, chunky, yellowy one are the commercial. They've all got that similar rectangles on the roof, where the residential ones are the ones shaped like have got that U, the bubbles coming out. So we'll get around to doing all of them. But yeah, I'm at the moment working on this commercial area, enjoying getting these buildings done. And the next one will be like the same colors as this. It's just, it won't have the corners as, yeah, the picture. As you can see, they are just rectangles for the up-down ones. Vertical ones, where the ones going left to right always had the corners cut off. So that's the reason why I did this one first. Just to be able to work it all out. But nah, very happy with how that has worked. But my next actual project that I've somewhat started, I have been... Let's just take a little zip over here. Ba-ba-da-da, where are you? There it is. Now I've got no space in my inventory. Surprise, surprise. My little ice farm here. Whop. There's a wandering, yeah, lead salesman. But yeah, I just hit these levers that makes all of the wood go down. So then it's easy just to come through here with your good old silk touch. Stairs on the end, or on the edges. So then they will always, yeah, stay water. They won't freeze. Then you just, yeah, mine it all, and the water sources from the side will replenish. And then you hit the button again, or lever, to raise all the logs back up again, because ice will form beside something. So quite a nice little easy way to get some ice. But yeah, it did take a little bit, as you can see. There is a little bit of redstone down here just to send the signal to all the pistons on one side and then the other side. I've got a, what do you call it? Enter station. But let's just... I can't see my buttons. Oops. Yes. Absolutely professional. Yeah. Zip our way to spawn. Because my next project, I still love that building. Just the way that you walk in. The way that it just arches around. But out here in the gaming district, I've been watching too many hermits, and I'm in the process why I am getting all that ice, because this here is going to be a Nautilus race. Somewhere where people will be able to come, and there will be like a start line. I'm thinking somewhere around here where you'll throw an ender pearl to keep the counter going. But yeah, it'd be like a timed track. So to race Nautiluses. But yeah, you'll have to hit a button to start and then hit the button to finish it off. That will have like a timer, and you'll be able to count how many or whatever the thing is. I usually use kelp, and I rename it time. So you count how much time, but I use the herb name time. So yeah, cheesy jokes. But we might as well have a look up here. Up here are 3 games that I have already put together. Where down there I'm thinking Nautilus race and maybe an ice boat and maybe a horse. But yeah, this is a small little archery course that I put together where you make your way right down, and like golf, it tells you where to shoot from, and you shoot at the target blocks, and that goes all the way down here. And then you have this little cave to squiggle your way around to come back out this side to continue on. And I think I got 18. No, we're into the 20s. 27 different targets. As you can see, there's the buttons on this side, which makes it a lot harder to hit with a bow and arrow. Which, you know what I mean, you're starting on this side and you're hitting whole blocks, you know what I mean, target blocks. And then as it gets along, it gets a little bit harder. But how can we... just trying to think how to get upstairs. Because one of the other games... Can we get upstairs here? I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, we can. I've got a sneaky little pokey hole. But yeah, there's the start. And the finish. Whoops. Didn't mean to fall down there. It's called jump and go forward. But in here is a capture the flag type game, but it's a capture the observer. So it can either be started from in there, or there's another little corner spot over there. Each one of these will drop out some armor and weapons and stuff. So everyone has like a randomness on what you collect. But yeah, there's a little box in here where you can start in here and then open the doors, and then you can go, and then you get your weapons and your tools and your food, and then you make your way through. You can either go into the houses where there will be other things to possibly find. As you can see, this side is identical. It was quite fun making all of this and making sure that it was completely identical. Even down the sides here, lots of black concrete and darker blocks. Spawn is like, yeah, spawn proof. We made sure that it was a safe environment for this type of chaos. And then inside the cave here, which was made by Ace Royalty, there's a chest down there, and in that chest will be the observer, to then for you to return back to your little base, and you put it in front of that observer, and it does the whole observer button. And then out here will come some fireworks, and the light will turn on to kind of show that other person that you've won. It's the same as you can just see the little light out there. But once again, it's just a long redstone line that feeds down into here, where the observer, and if you make the observers look at each other, it will send out the signal. But let's quickly run over to this other side, because over here is another game I've built. This one is an archery range. This one was also quite fun. But yeah, I just enjoy building. Even these, like, what are they called? Seats? I know they're not called seats. Bleachers. I knew the name. But, yeah, a nice little archery range where you can grab yourself a stack of arrows and see how many arrows it takes to get all the way down to the end. And there's 3 different levels of hitting a target block, and I've got the 3 different levels. Like, the light underneath is 1, and then if you get it closer to the target, you'll get the 2, so the 1 off to the side. And then if you hit right on the middle target, which I'm not gonna, I'm not good. I'm not terrible, but I don't have a bow on me. Don't have a bow or an arrow. Is there any? I don't know. I've just left books and quills in here for people to keep track. But yeah, if you hit the middle of the target, all 3 of them will light up and rockets will shoot out. So yeah, it's all on how you want to have the competition. There's so many different ways of, having said competition. But I've done the full, like, marking out of the area, the standing, because there's always a spot where you got to stand, and the safety line, and lots of different things that I've put into this, which I've absolutely enjoyed. But now we got to take this gaming creativity and move it over to this race. Whatever. Let's do. I knew it was out here somewhere. Because, I thought the Nautilus race, I can end up using this river. I want to take it up high and then bring it down. In using the water that is available, which will make it fun, and then in the center, over the top, I'm thinking maybe like 3 or 4 different races I'm going to build in this area here. So I've got the archery and stuff over there, and then this lower bit of the area is just for, I don't know, capture the flag, PvP. Like, you got 2 different sides, but I've left the terrain completely natural. I have thought about possibly on this corner out here building, you know what I mean, once again another flag capture type thing. But yeah, I don't know. I think I like that I've just left it as natural, so people can do kind of what they want if they want to jump in there. But I'm thinking that's pretty much all that we've got planned for today. And we will be back, hopefully in a week. We'll see. Good old weather. It's a wonderful thing. But, yeah, with the Nautilus course set up, and we'll run through that. And depends on how quickly I get that done. Depends on if I get any other races, or if I start the next commercial building. So we'll see. But until then, thank you very much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and all that wonderful stuff. Really helps trying to get somewhere. Thank you very much, and bye for now.